What's up, UCB? Andrew Lupton here to talk to you about phase 3 of our reopening plan. You've heard the mayor loosen some of the restrictions later, which is fantastic. We are thankful for that. But we, as your church leadership, thought that it was time for us to go ahead and modify how we are doing in-person worship just a little bit to better serve your needs and our church and its mission here in our city to reach the nations and the next generation. So what does that look like? Well, first of all, if you have been attending the 11 a.m. service, you're going to notice that the next time you go to RSVP, it's a little bit easier. In fact, there are fewer questions. Really, we just need your name, your cedula, and your email address or contact information so that we can limit the number of people coming into the service. We still have to restrict the room to about 70 people, 70 places. That's just to keep everybody nice and socially distanced. When you enter our gates, you will not get a temperature check. The mayor said that we no longer need to do that and that it wasn't that effective anyway. So we're going to go ahead and skip that measure. We do continue to sanitize your hands and to escort you to your seat, sanitize your feet as well. Even though we don't have to do that, we're still going to do that. And check you off our registration list. Then you stay in the service, stay in your seat as best you can for the hour-long service, and then you leave. Now, one thing will be different, and that is we are going to, if the materials come in by this Sunday, restart communion. It will be different, but we've got prepackaged communion elements coming in that will already be in the pew. They are waiting for you, and we will finish our services with communion. I know some of you have been so spiritually hungry to restart communion. And I'm so thankful that we can actually do that we can enjoy and grow in that particular means of God's grace, fellowshipping together with the symbolic body and blood of Jesus Christ. So we get to restart communion, hopefully this Sunday. We'll see. Now, because we are a church that has a strategic focus on reaching the next generation, we know that phase 1 and phase 2 of our reopening have not been so kid/family friendly. We get that. And we really want to have nursery soon, and we really want to have our children's ministry started soon, but we're not quite there yet, nor are we exactly allowed to do that. So we are restarting our 8:30 worship service, and it's going to be specifically a kid-friendly service, okay? So families, if you have young kids and you've thought to yourself, I don't want to go to the 11 o'clock service because I don't want to have to be stressed out about keeping my kid quiet the whole time, then this 8:30 service is for you. We are very, very happy for your kids and you to come to that 8:30 service and for them to squirm and for them to make noises and for them to awkwardly repeat some of the words that I'm mentioning in the sermon. Great. Those are beautiful kid noises. And anyone who comes to this 8:30 service, whether you have a family or not, is going to come knowing that this service is a place where kids can be kids, okay? Children over the age of 2, per the restrictions, still need to wear a mask. Your kids do need to stay in the pew with you as best you can. As best you can, you stay seated during the service, but we get it. It's kids. They have to go to the bathroom. That's the way it is. We're going to work with you. We just want to see you and your kids back. We're going to modify the service slightly. Yes, it will have communion at the end of the service. We'll cut out a couple of things. We'll cut out announcements. We'll also cut out confession of sin and assurance of pardon. We will have a children's message, and we are planning to have some tangible elements that your kids can play with that are related to the sermon. Maybe it's something they're working on, but we'll plan to pass out some things to keep your kids engaged as best they can. But the main thing is mom and dad who've been going through this quarantine, not able to attend church because you're afraid that it would be disruptive or it may not be a good place for your kids. We want this to be for you, and we cannot wait to see you back with us. After the service, this will be the hardest part because all of our kids really want to see each other, and frankly, so do the parents of those kids. You can't use the playground in the courtyard yet. However, there are, 3 parks within about 3 blocks of the church that you and other families at the church are welcome to walk to after church. Maybe you have brunch or bring a picnic to the park, but you can play together in a safe and socially distanced manner. So there it is, Phase 3 of reopening. We are adding at 8:30, especially kid-friendly service aimed at you, kids and families. And we are reducing some of the requirements for our RSVP, and we are adding in communion. So we can't wait to see you at one of these services very, very soon. God bless you. Let us know if you have any questions. As always, the registrations will come out on Tuesday so that you can sign up for the service that is best for you and for those that you will attend with. So God bless you. Look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Ciao.